I was a terrible classroom learner. I haven't been diagnosed dyslexic, but definitely am. There's no ways I would be where I am today if it wasn't for this style of learning. I'd be a mess. Those of you who've been to my events before, you will see the way I speak, the way I train. A lot of you are doing it now in your practices, but it's called accelerated learning. What's it called? So I may get you to repeat words or sentences for me. Yes? Yes. I also might ask a lot of questions. I may even leave the word off the end of and get you all to fill in the. So why do I do that? First of all, here's why I do that. The reason I do that is because questions, everyone do this, everyone do this, everyone do this, everyone do this. Questions hook, everyone say hook. Everyone's questions hook the mind. So that's why in your initial consultation, you're asking a lot of questions so that they're responding. So you hook the mind, you get their interest. It's all about questions, right? Next part of it is being scientifically proven, randomized, double-blind control studies that you learn more when you're awake than when you're asleep. Okay? So here's the thing. How many of you have been to a presentation before where the guy on stage is like, great, really interesting slide, 4,392. Point B, click. Okay, now if you use a lot of PowerPoint in your presentations, you are not a speaker, you are not a trainer, you are not a chiropractor, you are an anesthesiologist. You put people to sleep for a living. It's beautiful. You drop the lights, the blue light comes on, beep, beautiful mood, click, 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 click. So I don't think there's one slide in the entire 2 days. You guys cool with that? Yeah. Cool, no one slide. But that'll require you guys. So that's the first thing. Why we do that is accelerated learning technique. The other thing is, how long is a TED Talk? 20 minutes, yeah. So a human, especially my brain, I promise right now, if it wasn't for this world, I would be lost. If it wasn't for accelerated learning techniques, I was a terrible classroom learner. I haven't been diagnosed dyslexic, but definitely am. There's no ways I would be where I am today if it wasn't for this style of learning. I'd be a mess, right? So the reason TED Talks are like 18 minutes is because the brain literally can't concentrate for longer than that. So we do something called a state change. What's it called, please? Which means that's a state change. Or I'll turn to the person next to you, give them a high five, and say, "You're awesome. Do it, do it." Cool. Cool. So that's a state change. So I just want to explain to you why I do it. It's not to make you guys feel like it's like you're back at school or condescending or anything like that. The only reason I do it is I promise you're going to learn more in this room than you are in 99% of rooms on the planet because I know how to do this. I've spent a lot of money learning how to do this, and I teach this in my 2-day boot camp, which you haven't been to, you've got to come to. So first of all, is it okay if I train that way? Yes. Hello? Yes.